Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me? Okay. Okay, my mistake. I just finished uploading 2 videos and I forgot to add something into one of them. So, yeah, you know what? I'll just do it afterwards. Alright, well, you guys are here. Sorry, guys. I think I'm starting to get a little bit of a cold, so hopefully it doesn't get too serious. So, ask away. Thanks, Vengeance. I actually just deleted that video. I deleted that video because I forgot to add a certain title on one of the main sections. So I got it I took that video down. Now add it after the stream, and I'll upload it again. But thanks. I didn't see it. I didn't see it because I knew how it was going to break down. I mean, believe it or not, I've been getting a number of people coming to my breakdown of the video and laughing at me, saying, ha 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 ha, you were wrong. It's like, you realize that Death Battle is not the end-all decisions of how matches break down. And I specifically said in my own matchup video that I'm using them from one game only. Now, sure. And even at the end, I said if you took Infamous 2 Cole and put him up against Alex Mercer, then I'd say, yeah, I think he has a very good chance of taking Alex Mercer down. I said that. I said specifically, I'm using Cole from Infamous 1 only. Damn, this is really bad. From Infamous 1 only and Prototype 1 only. I don't do a death battle this where they take every single version of the character and mix them into one battle and then just compare their stats. That's not what I do. That's what Death Battle does. That's why I didn't see it. I was like, they're probably going to do the same thing to that matchup that they did to the Sephiroth and Virgil matchup, which is, mind you, is something I called that they would do 3 years before that video came out. And my video went into way more detail and explained things. They didn't do that. They just said, well, this character can do this, so, yeah, he can use it all the time without understanding context. So, no, I have not seen that matchup video from Death Battle. I will never watch it. I knew what was going to happen. That's why I'm fine. And besides, I've just been having a fun time just deleting comments. Not realizing that my video was a lot older and went into a lot more detail and explained things. So, no, I didn't see it. Thoughts on the Spider-Man 2 teaser they just released? It looks okay. Like trust me, like I said this last time. I don't need to see any. I saw it. That's the last thing of Spider-Man 2 I want to see. We've seen enough. I'm ready to get the game. I've already paid for it, so they've done their job. Yeah, Jackie boy, I saw. And how you doing, Jackie boy? Would I want a chocobo as a pet, and do I think they're cute? They're cute, but no, I wouldn't want to have one as a pet. Where would I keep it? I mean, I don't think a chocobo would do very well on the freeway or on some standard streets, which, you know, the average speed here, like for a lot of streets here in Vegas, is like 45 miles. So I don't think a chocobo could move that fast. Ben, did you decide not to watch any more gameplay that they showcased Spider-Man 2? Yeah, we're good. Like, the game's already it comes out next month. We just gotta wait. So, how easy would Alex Mercer have it with Wesker? I don't know. Maybe I'll be honest, Zach. I don't like talking about versus matchups anymore. I don't like mixing franchises. It's bad. Like, if I was gonna talk about this, I would prefer to be with 2 characters in the same franchise, and even like. I really don't. I'm past that. I really just don't like that. It's just complicated. You prepared the game last week. Okay, that's good. And hey, Vampire A, thanks for stopping by to the chat. Favorite version of Batman outside the comics? Easily the Arkham Batman. Yeah, easily Arkham Batman. Although animated Batman's also pretty cool. Yeah, I'd go animated Batman then Arkham Batman. You're doing good, Jackie Boy. Okay, that's good to know. Brian, is this landlord? I can keep the big what? Brian to his. Yeah, I don't know where. Do you have no idea how weird it would be to have a chocobo just sitting outside my apartment? How weird that would be. I mean, what happens if it rains? I mean, what happens at night? I mean, what am I gonna feed chocobos? I mean, what do chocobos even eat? I mean, that's a lot of complications. Have I played Mortal Kombat 1 yet? It's right here. I'm doing a review for it. I just uploaded. Well, I did upload it, but then I deleted it because I need to add something to it. But I'm doing like a 3-part series. I'm uploading a video on the worst fatalities in every Mortal Kombat today. Hopefully, I can get the script done. Then I'm doing a video on the best fatalities tomorrow. And then at some point, I'll have to find some way to find time to edit. And then I'm going to get my review for Mortal Kombat 1 up, which is crazy. Like it's taken me this long. It's like that is the bad part about working 2 jobs, because I just got a notification that Assassin's Creed Mirage is out. So while I'm working on my script for the review for this, I now need to put up time for Assassin's Creed. And on top of that, I haven't even had a lot of time to play Cyberpunk. Like that, like I'm juggling between multiple games. And then November is going to be worse. So, yeah, trust me, the review is coming. It's just trying to find time to do it. That's the challenge. Spider-Man comes out 2 days before your birthday? Well, I guess that should serve as a great early birthday present for you. If you could have one fictional creature as a pet, what would it be? I would get Morph from Treasure Planet. That little pink slime thing that could morph into things. Damn. Yeah, Morph. I would say. Small, concealable, can be useful, helpful. Yeah, definitely Morph. What is my favorite version of Dante? Probably 3. Yeah, I would say Devil May Cry 3 is probably my favorite version of Dante, I would say. Hey, Brian, who do I like more, Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger? Gotta go with Schwarzenegger. Although, to be fair, I think as an actor, Sylvester Stallone has shown a bit more range. But then so is Arnold Schwarzenegger. But yeah, I'd say if I had to pick between... Yeah, I'd go with Schwarzenegger. I like more of his films more. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Winter Ghost? How you doing? If I were cursed to be a master during Halloween time, what would I be? I would personally be a monster. Oh, I'd be a ghost. Just for Halloween, a ghost. I can screw with people. Thoughts on Devil May Cry Netflix animated trailer? Well, they didn't really show much. I mean, it looks okay. I'm just curious if it's connected to the main storyline and where it takes place in that timeline. So that's why I like to know. I mean, what I saw was okay. I thought it was, but I do like the older visual style more than what we got now. I do like the older style. Any problems with MK's story, the voice acting with Megan Fox? You know what? I just kind of blanked my mind at with that. She's not in the game enough for me to be like, oh god, like it's ruining my enjoyment. I don't know why they do this. I mean, if I could deal with Ronda Rousey as Sonya Blade, I can deal with Megan Fox playing a vampire. She's not a character that I play with a lot. I have 3 characters I'm sticking with, and yeah. Broken Limit. Glad you're enjoying Mortal Kombat 1. You were more of a Street Fighter. That's fun. Yeah. I would say Street Fighter 2 as a kid was the last Street Fighter game I played, and from what I remember, it was okay. Glad you. I would say Kratos had the best fatalities. Wait, If you're talking about in Mortal Kombat, I would say no. But does he like do fatalities that kill people in God of War? Yeah, I'd say so. I would say some of his better ones were in the original style of gameplay. I certainly don't think he has any like really awesome kills in God of War's, 4 and Ragnarok. I wouldn't say that. It definitely toned it down a bit. Favorite changed character from Mortal Kombat 1? I'd say Baraka. Definitely, they really improved him. Dante or Leon? Uh, I guess Dante is. I guess he's a little bit more likable. I think doesn't Leon become an alcoholic later on in the story? Treasure Planet talk about a blast from the past. I haven't seen that since I was 4 or 5. Heck, very underrated. A lot of people hated that film, but I had a lot of fun with it. Hey Brian, what is your favorite version of Virgil? Devil May Cry 3. Yeah, I'd say Devil May Cry 3. What is my favorite dynamic duo of all time? Batman and Robin. You can't go wrong with that. Follow up to Rain's question. What is my favorite version of Robin? Probably Tim Drake. I'd say Tim Drake's my favorite Robin. How is my day going? My day is going okay. I got some filming done and now I've been doing some editing and uploading, so it has been productive. Unfortunately, it's not fun having to work every single day of the week and not having a day off so I can play games. Like I haven't like that's crazy to think. I haven't played a video game in like 3 days. Like that's how busy my schedule is with work and then trying to film content and edit content. Like, ugh, this is just not fun. And like gaming has always been like my way to cope with stress and depression. And so when I'm away from that, it builds up. Thoughts on the invasion mode in Mortal Kombat 1? I think it's okay. It's not perfect and it's not exactly clear how it works, but it is okay. I have been able to play that for a few hours and I do have some thoughts on it, but it's a nice experimental. I wouldn't suggest they do it in the next game, but it's definitely something new. Damn. More of a Street Fighter guy, but you love Mortal Kombat. Do I like Ryu or Liu Kang more? Well, obviously Liu Kang. I'm not a Street Fighter person, so I don't know what they've done with Ryu in the last 20 years. I don't know what they've done. I don't know what he looks like. Favorite Arkham series level? Level? It's an open world, so it doesn't have levels. It doesn't have levels. It's open world, so I don't think it has levels. Happened a few hours ago. Leon becomes an alcoholic. Damn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he becomes an alcoholic in the later movies, which take place well after the games. Leon isn't an alcoholic anymore. He got over that after Vendetta, remember? Yeah, I must have forgotten about that. Okay. What video game series do you wish had a new installment? I hope we get a Dead Space 4. I mean, I think from the success of the remake of 1, I think that sparks enough attention to, continue on the story of Dead Space that we have. Working more than one job does not sound fun at all. Me personally, I would lose my mind. I am losing my mind. Like, my arcade just got reopened again after being flooded for a whole month. Like, ugh. And then getting only 2 to 3 hours of sleep and then having to work 17 hours. Like not just two 8-hour jobs. Like one's a 9-hour job. And you just go back to back. And you do that for 3 days straight. It's literally wake up, work 8 hours, go to the next job, work 9 hours, come home, sleep for 3 hours, do it all over again, 3 days in a row. That's not fun. I'm fairly certain I've lost at least 3 years of my life due to lack of sleep. Sometimes, I don't know, I had one scary thing, I was so tired, I almost crashed my car. It got that bad at one point. So now I'm taking some pills and drugs. So hopefully I don't OD on that stuff. I shouldn't have said that. Don't get too worried. Art helps with mental health. I have a musical instrument that I purchased after speaking to someone really cool, but again, lack of time. I'd love to just have a good amount of time to practice, but like I'm just trying to find time, edit and make content for you guys and play games and at work and just there's just not enough just not enough hours or days in the week. In terms of more iconic, Ryu is more iconic than Liu Kang. I don't. Okay, if you say so. I don't know anything about Ryu or what he's been up to, so I don't know. I mean, in a fight, I think it's fair to say Liu Kang would totally kick Ryu's ass. So, in fact, my five main Mortal Kombat characters from Mortal Kombat 1 are Katana, Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Raiden, Sub-Zero. Wait. Okay. Well, my primary three are Liu Kang, Baraka, and Li Mei right now. Hey, what's up, Sean? Hey, I just wanted to let you know I uploaded your Nintendo video, so I hope you saw that. And I filmed the other three videos too. So I'm working on those. But yeah, I did get that video up today and give you a shout out. So again, if you guys have any video ideas, please let me know so I can write them down and work on them. So I'm planning on getting Mortal Kombat 1 just for Omi Man and Homelander because I love both those shows. Heck, that's pretty cool. I'm curious when they'll be releasing those characters. I had a fit with someone about canon where things in Resident Evil, like the CGI movies and stream, helped me calm down. I've been watching Tales from the Crypt. What season are you on? And what is your favorite episode so far? Because I do. Your arcade got flooded for a month. How does that even happen? Okay. All right, everyone stop your questions real quick. Time out. I'll tell the story. Time out with your questions. All right, time out. I want to get this one. Okay. Here's what happened. No more questions. Just stop. Okay, so here's what happened. On August 23rd, we had a storm at the casino that my arcade is at. What I did not know was that there is a penthouse pool. Yeah, time out with the questions, guys. Time out. There is a penthouse pool 29 floors above my arcade. Apparently, it rained so hard that it flooded. The water went down the building, and guess who's on the bottom floor? My arcade. My arcade is on the bottom floor. So the roof came down on my arcade, and it flooded. There was about maybe 2 or 3 inches of water leveled up with the arcade games. Luckily, none of them were damaged too badly, so all the arcade games were good. And so they had to shut it down. They started to repair the roof and the ceiling, and that's when I went on my vacation at the beginning of September. Apparently, while I was away, it rained again and flooded the arcade a second time. So then they had to redo all that work. They had to reinforce the ceiling and the roof again. And they had me, when I got back, they had me working in the stock room for like 2 weeks, which was like not fun at all. And we just reopened the arcade past week. So this was the first time I had been in my arcade for like an entire month. So that is what happened. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. Hopefully they've made some adjustments to the roof. They've reinforced the ceiling a bit so it doesn't leak that much. And the funny thing is that this had happened once before, but on a smaller scale. It didn't get this bad. This time it was way worse. And yeah. And the sad part is I was not paid for the time I could not work, which was not a fun idea. Okay, so that is what happened. Tales from the Crypt. Wow, Sean. I did not expect a comment like that, but okay. What kind of instrument? Okay, I'll show you guys. I'll show you. I don't know. It's a ukulele. Yeah. I gotta tune it again. But yeah, I got to hang out with someone really cool earlier this year, and she's really into ukuleles, and I kind of figured I would get one because I think it would help me relax, and it'd be nice to start playing another instrument again since I haven't played an instrument since middle school. So I think I don't know. I did figure out how to play like one song. That's simple, but yeah, like look. Wow, I can't believe there's no dust on this. I really would like to spend a good amount of time and learn how to play a few songs. There's like one good song I'd really like to learn how to play big time. But yeah, I really wish I had more time so I could play that. Maybe a touchy subject, but which remake do you hate more? 7 or 8? 7 or 4? 7, easily. Because I didn't even play 4. So, I mean, I didn't play 7 either, but I saw the story. But yeah, I definitely don't like 7 more. You really like Mortal Kombat 11? Heck, I like Mortal Kombat 11. I didn't hate it. A lot of people were disappointed in it, but no, I had a fun time with 11. Who is the most annoying fighter to go up against online? I have not really had a lot of time to play many characters online. But I would say the hardest character to deal with is if you run into a really good Kenshi. I mean, the fact that he has one thing I find annoying in the few matches I've had is they'll do this stupid combo where they'll summon his little samurai ghost behind you and Kenshi's in front of you, and they'll bounce you back and forth as they're slashing. So Kenshi will hit you, then this guy will hit you, and it goes back and forth 6 times. And it's annoying. So I would say Kenshi. But it's only if you find a really good Kenshi player. You played The Last of Us back in 2015 and thought it was not too bad, but over time, it was more generic zombies. Joel and Eddie were forgettable. The story was boring and the gameplay was bland. I said that. I said that. Trust me, I played The Last of Us, and I got death threats because I was a PlayStation fanboy, and in some cases still are, and I said that I didn't love The Last of Us, and I got death threats, and that's why I hate the game, and I didn't even consider playing the second one. It was all I said was I thought it was a good game, just not great. There were some things, the story was very predictable, I didn't care much for the characters, and the gameplay was very bland. But I thought visually it was still a good-looking game. I just didn't think it was the greatest game ever. And because I said that, people hated me for that for years. Some still do. I'm it's a game. Just because someone says that they don't like Metal Gear Solid 3 doesn't mean I'm gonna get angry or insult them. It's yeah, I know people don't like Metal Gear. That's fine. Just because someone else likes a game that you don't, and it's perfectly fine. I saw the video. It was cool. Okay, well. No, it's all because of you, man. My dog and my family are stress relievers. God, I want a dog so bad. I want a dog so bad. I love dogs. I've lived with pets that belong to other people, and that's always been helpful. But I love dogs. Do you think Peter Parker is doing okay post the events of the first Insomniac game? I mean, losing the last of his family. I would hope so. But again, I hate his face. Shouldn't Mortal Kombat 1 be renamed Mortal Kombat 12? You would think that, but technically this is another restarting of the timeline. Although I think it is confusing when they do that, to be fair. Do a top 10 favorite Harrison Ford movies. That's tough. Dang, that's tough. Because, I mean, that might be a little bit tough to do. I don't think I have enough. I can't think of enough pure Harrison Ford films outside of Indiana Jones that I think are great. When I think Harrison Ford, I'd be if I can't use Star Wars because he's in the film, but that wouldn't be considered a Harrison Ford film. It would be maybe Indiana Jones, 3 of the 5. I should say 3 of the 4, really. Maybe Air Force One, and that's about it. I can't think of any other ones. Season 2. Okay. All right. Rain 932. Do you think Mortal Kombat relies too much on guest characters for its post-launch content? Half of the MK pack is guest characters. Two others already in the game. No, I don't think so. But to be fair, they didn't always start using guest characters till Mortal Kombat 9, and that was very limited. So I don't think so. I don't think it's overdue. I mean, I would say like the most extensive amount of like post-launch content they did was probably the aftermath DLC, which became canon. But that didn't rely on guest characters too much. They actually extended the story. Yikes. Nice. Good afternoon. What's up, Black Wolf? How you doing? I play guitar and bass. Oh, that's really cool. Do you know any songs? My favorite Tales from the Crypt episode so far is the guy running to Mexico and being chased by a vulture. My favorite episode is, I'm not sure if you've seen this one, where it's an episode called Yellow, and it involves World War One. The funny thing about that one is I don't think that's a horror story. That's just something that would happen in World War One if that had happened. So there was also this one episode where this guy had like 9 lives, and he got killed multiple times. And there was also this one where it was a bunch of lumberjacks, and one guy, this young guy, sleeps with this other guy's wife, and he gets blinded. And because this guy was such a good lumberjack, the rest of the lumberjacks got mad at the boss and killed the boss and the wife. Spoiler alerts. Those are the 3 episodes I stand out that I really enjoy the most. Plus, there was also the Death Knight movie for Tales of the Crypt. That one is awesome and a classic. Not sure if you've seen that one. It has Billy Zane in it, and it's a whole bunch of things, but it's really cool. You have to see it if you haven't. Cool ukulele, thanks. My favorite. I wonder if I can play the Modern Killer Instinct on them. That's a thought. I'm currently on the 3rd episode of Season 2, the Gambler episode. Alright, then I think you're pretty far well into it. Last Mortal Kombat question for me for now. Do you think Kratos should return as a... No. Nope. He doesn't need to come back. Guest characters can come back one time, and that's about it. So Kratos was in Mortal Kombat 9. He was good. He was fine. It fit perfectly for that time period. We don't need him to make a return. I heard string instruments are difficult to master. Yeah, which is why they take a lot of time, which is why I've really wanted a good amount of time to get better at it. What are my top 5 worst games I've ever played? I really can't say on the top of my head. All I know is Final Damnation 13's at the top. I'd have to really sit down and think about that. You'll see you later. All right, well, thanks for stopping by, Jackie Boy. It was nice seeing you. Mine are Fallout 76, Crackdown, Halo 5, Final Damnation 13, and Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Yes, Vengeance, death threats. Last of Us friends are fanatical. Yes, very serious. That is not a joke. I'm not making that up. I literally got death threats. I didn't buy them, but I was just like, really? You guys are getting upset because I didn't even say the game was bad. I didn't say it was bad. I just said, no, these are things that I just don't think are that great. Also, I dreamed that my teeth were so rotten I could pull them out and easily pulling off rotten apples. Yeesh, that sounds bad. And I just went to the dentist just to get a cleaning. I hate to talk about this game, but I remember getting kicked out of the Discord server and giving valid criticisms about playing. I don't know. I think the fan base is the worst. I really believe that. Look, just because we don't like it doesn't mean you don't have to come at us. I mean, it's just a difference of opinion. Yeah, just because someone doesn't like a game that I really love and think it's the greatest thing ever, that doesn't mean I think any less of them or want any harm. It's like, hey, he has a different taste of games than I do. That's part of being a gamer. We're not all gonna feel the same way about a game. No wonder why the hate. What is my favorite Tales from the Crypt episode? Well, I think if you're watching this, I already told you. Mortal Kombat 9 felt like the most like classic MK games to me. Yeah, however, I did like how it allowed you to switch between two characters, which is why the camo system feels somewhat like 9. Because you have to remember, in 9, you actually could pick two characters and switch between them. This one kind of used that system, but the second player is more of is usually more to build to either stop combos or to chain combos. Favorite Tim Curry movies? I can't think of any. I'll be honest. Love the 9 Lives episode. I know a few songs I can play. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. You can play a Linkin Park song? That's awesome. You think since we are getting a new X-Men movie, you're going to see it? Probably not. Probably not. Like, I'm on the fence if I'm even going to go see Deadpool 3. Because now that's owned by Disney, is it even going to be rated R? Like, wouldn't that be technically, like, what? Like, Disney's first rated R film? Because, like, if it's PG-13, I'm not going to go see it. My first introduction to Mortal Kombat was Mortal Kombat 9. Originally brought me... okay. Yeah, I've heard that. A lot of people have said 9 was their intro. Do you think the results of Starkiller vs. Cow would have changed if Cow was from the second game? I'm going to be honest. I actually thought that I wanted to do a follow-up. I even said at the end of that matchup, I was like, there's 2 matchups that I'm, like, itching to do. And not just getting attention, but just for me. Is like, yeah, I would personally love to do a follow-up video to that. But it's going to be Cal from from the second game going up against Starkiller. Not Galen Merck, Starkiller from Force Unleashed 2. And the other matchup was going to be an Army versus Army faction matchup, pitting the Chimera from Resistance against the Hellgas from Killzone. And because both those franchises are over, there's a definitive amount of information I can go into, and I would come up with 3 scenarios and pick which faction do I think would win. Like, those are the 2 matches. Like, if I had enough time, I'm tempted to do them. If you want to show Square Enix how to make a good game with time travel, copy Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time in their faces. I didn't play that, so I'll take your word. Do a top favorite TV shows. I don't watch enough TV. I'll be honest, I don't watch TV. I watch, like, programs on, like, Netflix and Hulu, but, like, TV, like, I don't really watch it. And I do all my watching on, like, my phone or stuff like that. Do a top 5 Tales of the Crypt episodes. That's an idea. I'm not sure if I'd have time to sit down and watch those episodes. It is my favorite Tim Curry movie. That's the one that sticks out to me, but that wasn't that like a 2-part television series, though. Ironically, my sister is the one few people who has played The Last of Us and is not over fanatically about it. Well, then you have a very awesome sister, then. What do I like more, Horizon Zero Dawn or Forbidden West? I think I said this last week. I think the story in Zero Dawn is better, but the gameplay in Forbidden West is better. So I think the first game has a better story, the second game has better gameplay. That's how I feel. Cool vampires, mine are Rocky Horror. Okay. Which video game character do I think is misunderstood and gets a lot of undeserving hate? Misunderstood. Well, I'm actually not sure. Maybe Johnny from Metal Gear Solid. Maybe Johnny. He's supposed to be a comic relief character, so maybe him. Just from my experience. Devon Daniels versus... I'm not familiar with either of those 2, Black Wolf. Those names don't ring a bell to me. You never played Ocarina of Time, but it's on my... I think it's overrated, but I didn't play it. From what I saw of it, it looked overrated. I never played the game. The last Zelda, I've only played 3 Zelda games in my life, and that's Link to the Past, Oracle of Ages, and Oracle of Seasons on Game Boy Color. I have not played a Zelda game in over 20 years. I have seen people play Ocarina of Time, and I have seen people play Majora's Mask, and it didn't look great to me. I thought it was overrated. I've never played it myself personally, but just from what I've seen of it, it didn't look that great. Also, you watch Bordello of Blood. I'm not familiar with that Black Wolf. I haven't heard of that one. Do you think Spider-Man should have an... Do I think he deserves an extended team and sidekick like the comics? No. Peter Parker is best on his own. He does not need a sidekick. He can work with other people, that's fine, but I think he's better on his own. To say my sister is awesome would be an understatement. I apologize then. Is Batman vs. Superman a top 5 worst movie I've seen? No, it's not a top. Well, it's the worst thing I've seen. Put it like this: it's some of the worst piece of media that I've seen Batman and Superman associated with. I'll say that much. To say it's a top 10 worst movie of all time, no. How would I describe the fight in Batman vs. Superman in 2 words? Not impressed. Agreed. Have you seen my adventures with Superman? I think so. Pretty sure I have. When should Horizon 3 come out? I'd give it another 3 or 4 years. I really would expect that Guerrilla Games works on another IP and then go into Horizon. I don't think they should just focus on one franchise. I very much like what something like NetherRealm does, how they do like a Mortal Kombat game and an Injustice game, then a Mortal Kombat game and then Injustice game. I really think that if you have 2 strong, a good enough development team, you should switch between games. You shouldn't just do one franchise over and over and over again. This is what I think. How much time we got? About 20 minutes. Devon is from Power Rangers Beast Morphers. Lily is from... I did not see Beast Morphers. And I don't remember Jungle Fury much. I have not spent dedicated a good amount of time to remembering Power Rangers. I didn't even watch Cosmic Fury. I'm not interested. I am not interested in this era of Power Rangers. You're good. No need to apologize. All right. Well, thanks. Favorite episode of Batman from the animated series? The episode Chemistry sticks out to me a lot. I like that episode a lot. You think Capcom is doing good now that their games are in products? Yeah, I would say Capcom's in a very good place. I would say. It's very funny hearing you clown on Batman v Superman. I didn't like it, and I wasn't alone. It was way too soon to do that, and it had Wonder Woman in it, and I hate Wonder Woman. It was way too soon to do that. We should have had a Man of Steel 2. We should have had a solo Batman film, and we're never going to get that now. When should Assassin's Creed Codename Red come out? Whenever they have time. Hopefully soon. In general, how long do you think a franchise should wait before switching to a new protagonist? It really depends on if you can on how long you can develop the character. Personally, an example like Kratos. If they did another God of War game, I don't think we need to use Kratos again. I think he's in a good place to retire. And I've seen that happen with Resident Evil characters. I really thought Resident Evil 6 would have been a great place to retire a lot of those characters, and they didn't do that. That was kind of, I felt that was lost opportunities. I just feel like you should get rid of a character when there's nowhere character-wise, developmentally-wise, for them to move forward and change. Once you've done that, then you can retire them and move and focus on other characters and develop them. I guess you're not really interested in all spark pictures. Oh well, what's the most difficult instrument to master in my opinion? I would say the hardest one would probably be the violin, from what I've seen. Like I think a piano I would learn. I would love to learn how to play. A clarinet I could figure out how to play, but I definitely think a violin would be probably the hardest to figure it out. The only thing I wasn't too proud of Capcom was remaking 4. I agree. They should have done Code Veronica first. Capcom is doing their franchise dirty though. Konami, yeah, they are. Like, where's the newest Castlevania game? Or Silent Hill. Like, I don't play Silent Hill, but I know the fans want another Silent Hill. Like, and Metal Gear, like, I don't know. When should Callisto Protocol sequel come out if it happens? I don't think it's gonna happen. It should. I don't think it should. If you played the latest DLC, it kind of gives an ending that ends the story. I would say, personally, like that. Yeah, I would say that the story could end there. You'd be fine. It's crazy because Ben Affleck was a great Batman, but just in 2 shit shows. Yeah, I agree. Have I listened to Us by James Bay? If you haven't, I'd recommend it. Okay, I'll give it a listen. Should they make a game about Patrick Star gambling and getting drunk? How do you make a game around him? How would you do that? Damn. Maybe I should get some water or something. Have I played Beyond Good and Evil? Yes, I have. I liked it. The problem that I had with it... Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I'm thinking of something else. Oh, Beyond Good and Evil? No. But that is a game I did think about playing. I'm thinking about something else. No, I did not get a chance to play Beyond Good and Evil. Didn't they make a sequel to that? Yeah. Do I like Sonic? Yeah, I like Sonic. Do I recommend listening to the band Dark Halo? Okay, I'll get a listen when I have time. Konami just needs to sell off its... Yeah, I agree. I've been saying that for years. That they should just sell off the IP and give it to someone else. What if Kingdom Hearts did a crossover with Nickelodeon instead of Disney? Really? That'd be weird. That would be weird. That would be very weird. Have I played Duke Nukem? I played the original 3D game. Time out. I'll be back. I gotta get a drink. Like this is bothering me too much. Okay, I'm back. Much better. Now my throat feels a lot better. Where were we? Do I like Sonic? Yeah, I like Sonic. My brother is a... to be fair, I was more of a Mario person. My brother was more of a Sonic person, but yeah, I like Sonic. But mixing Kingdom Hearts with Nickelodeon, that wouldn't work. I don't think there's any properties in Nickelodeon that are strong enough for that. Have I played Duke Nukem? Yeah. Thoughts on the entity in Mission Impossible. It's an AI, so it's different. I can't complain. I thought it was alright. Ubisoft is making Beyond Good Evil 2, but it's in development hell. Yeah, I mean, I'd heard that maybe that game was getting made. I think they released like a reveal trailer or something, but I haven't heard anything past that point. I'd recommend Her Go By Passenger, favorite song of all time. Oh, that's great to hear. Every Man for Himself. It's good. I was just getting some peach juice. That's all. What is my problem with Bioshock 2? I don't have a problem with Bioshock 2. I think you're talking about Bioshock Infinite, but I liked Bioshock 2. It's not as good as the first one. My problem with Infinite was I just didn't like the ending. That's it. That's purely all it was. But I liked Infinite up till the ending. But I don't recall ever saying that I had a problem with Bioshock 2. I really liked it. I know a lot of people have some problems with it, but no, I really like that game. What kind of dogs do I like? I like any dogs. To be fair, however, I think my first dog would probably have to be a terrier. I think as I get older and if I live long enough to go through multiple dogs, it's gonna grow to different sizes. So like the first dog would be a type of terrier. Then the second dog would be like a pit bull, and then the third dog would be like a husky. So as I got older, I would develop them in size. When should Beyond Good and Evil come out? When it's ready. I'm not sure if I'd play it, but if it's been in development that long, when it's ready. Now that I can think about a video game, music might be your favorite genre of music since it's what you listen to the most. Yeah, I know the feeling. I have a few songs that are from Final Fantasy that I actually just I regularly listen to. I have them on my personal playlist on my phone, and I'll play them. What is my problem with Grand Theft Auto? I don't have a problem with Grand Theft Auto. What are you talking about? I just haven't played it. They haven't released a new one in a while, and I'm pretty sure I was really positive on the last one. I've only played 3 of them. I played San Andreas, Liberty City Stories, and 5. But I don't have a problem with Grand Theft Auto. It's just, I played it back then, I beat it, and I moved on. But I don't have a problem with Grand Theft Auto. Burn It All is one of the best songs by Dark Halo. Have I played Prototype? Dude, I had to play that in order to do my research for my matchup video. Of course I played Prototype. I just didn't play Prototype. I haven't played Prototype 2. Dancing Matter, One Wing Angel. One Wing Angel, no question. When should Persona 6 come out? When it's ready. I don't know. I don't make decisions. Sometimes it takes a game 3 to 4 or 5 years to come out. Sometimes it takes 10. In the case of something like Kingdom Hearts 3, that took 15, 16 years to come out. And it wasn't worth the wait, in my opinion. Any favorite Spider-Man moments? Well, I do remember in the animated series on Fox Kids, there was an episode where Spider-Man was taking on Hydro Man. And Spider-Man was making fun of him. He was like, I'm Hydro Man. It's like, did you say Hydro Man? Man, the dogs must love you. I just love that type of humor from Spider-Man. And that was a good moment. Do you think Ada Wong could stand on her own as a protagonist without Leon? I think so. I don't, You know what I would say? In this whole agenda era, I'm surprised that... Wait a second, they've already done... Well, kind of. I was about to say, maybe they should make a female-centric Resident Evil game. And I was like, wait, technically, didn't they do that with Revelations 2? 3 of the 4 playable characters were female. So, yeah, that's what I think. Okay, wow. We're all caught up on questions. Wow. We're all caught up. That's unusual. And we still have 8 minutes. Imagine if we had a Resident Evil game with Sheva as protagonist. She was a protagonist. What are you talking about? Resident Evil 5, she's a protagonist. Trust me, that game is just as much hers as it is Chris's. It's 50-50. That's how the game was made. If you're talking about her as the only protagonist, yeah, I'd play something like that. Who is sexier, Lara Croft or Aloy? I'd have to go with Aloy because she's a redhead, and I've said this for years. Like, I think redheads are the sexiest type of women on this planet. In fact, my main screen is a picture of a redhead. I won't tell you who, but it's someone who I think is really, really cool. You think after Death Island, you think we deserve another game with Jill? Heck, if they want to bring Jill in, go ahead. But I implore you to change her look and change her clothes and have her not look like she's a copy and paste version of her Resident Evil 3 remake self. And give me a different look. That's all I ask. We are not so stupid that we can't tell the difference. I feel like they think we're stupid. Resident Evil has always had strong female protagonists without pushing the agenda. I agree. They're not just badass characters because they're badasses. They're actually just good characters, and that's all you need. This might be a weird comparison, but the ending of Persona 5 made me feel the way I felt watching the ending of Toy Story 3. I understand it. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I didn't feel as deeply, but yeah, I really did enjoy the ending of Persona 5. Especially, did you play Royal? Royal has a slightly different ending. What is my favorite firearm? I don't own a gun, so I can't say. What are my thoughts on Resident Evil 7? Personally, it's not for me. It wasn't for me, too. It's a first-person shooter. And that was like the main reason I didn't play 8 until they released the Gold Edition and allowed me to play it in third person. If they had done that with 7, I would have played it. But again, I don't like the idea of Resident Evil as a first-person shooter. I think the closest thing I would accept to something like that is like an on-rail shooter, like they did with Umbrella Chronicles and Darkside Chronicles, but that's about it. Don't watch 2002's Food Fight. It's just offensive as a... Wait. Is that movie with the hot dog? I think I might have seen that. Oh God, that was awful. Is it that animated film with the hot dog and the food tries to kill the humans? Because if it is, I remember seeing that. Oh my Lord. Oh dear God. Oh, that's Sasha's party. Okay, good. Oh Lord. That ending shocked the hell out of me. I did not see that coming. It was, and I don't even like watching real versions of what happened at the end of that film. At that film, I don't even like watch real versions. Like, that's just too much. Resident Evil 7 felt more like Outlast in Resident Evil to me. Okay. Do you think what happens in Persona 3, or will you be going in blind? I'll be going in blind. I played 4, but I haven't played 3. Okay. Saying goodbye to everyone at the end of the game makes me a little bit emotional. Well, that's all story. I think that's fine. All right, we gotta get 4 more minutes left. You love Sasha's party, you poor soul. I'm glad you like it, but boy, was that and I saw that in theaters. Ooh, jeez. Crack 2 makes me feel dirty. I did not play that. Sorry. Oh no, you're cool. You're cool, vampire. You're cool. You're cool, man. You don't have to apologize. If you liked it, that's cool. If you want to answer the firearm question, answer is Mark 23. Okay. Yeah, again, I don't know too much about guns in real life, but yeah. Well, I would say that they did age her up in Notice. Zach, are you ever gonna drop this? Look, I don't really care about that film. I saw it once. I didn't like it. You liked it, that's fine. I just thought they did things that I don't like. I'm ready to move on. It's been like 3 or 4 weeks you brought that movie up. You're not gonna change my mind. Crack to high voltage is what makes me feel dirty. Have I seen anything recently? DC? No. No, I don't watch superhero films anymore. I really don't. Like the last Marvel film I saw was Infinity War. And after I saw that, I knew I don't have to ever watch another MCU film again. And I haven't. And I think the last DC film, DCEU film I saw was Suicide Squad. Damn. I ran out of juice. That's alright. Stream's almost over. Yeah, that's about it. Like, I'm not gonna go see Aquaman. I think, and I saw the Batman and the Joker because that's its own separate thing. It's not tied to the DCEU, and I hope it never does. It's my fault. Have I seen The Boys? Yes, I have seen all 3 seasons, and I can't wait to see season 4. However, I'm not gonna go see that side show that they're doing. It's not for me. Basically, it's the Solid Snake gun. Oh, okay. Then I'd say if we're talking about game guns, then I'd say the Patriot would be like my gun. I agree with what you said about giving Jill a new outfit. give her a new look. That's all I ask. Very simple. You can change your clothes. Very simple. Okay, and I think that'll about do it for today's episode. I do plan on uploading another video. I think some people have already seen it, but I just need to add a little thing to it and then re-upload it. So keep your eyes open for that, and then I'll try to upload a couple of more videos tomorrow. Remember, if you guys have any ideas for videos that are really good and will stand out and you think might draw people in, let me know, and I'll try to get it up as soon as I can. I'll be sure to give you a shout out. And like always, thank you guys for watching. You're awesome, and I will see you all guys next time.